HS2, in case you've been living under a rock, which ironically is more accessible than most of the railway stations in the United Kingdom. But anyway, HS2, the high-speed rail network, which is going to shave, ready, 20 minutes or maybe more off the journey time between London to Birmingham. I can't believe it. I can't fucking believe it. 20 fucking minutes quicker to Birmingham. Amazing. Imagine coming forward in a time machine from the 1880s in your Victorian hat. I do wonder, Archibald, if by the year 2025 they will be flying, or perhaps have harnessed alien technology. Out we get out of our time machine. What have you achieved in 140 years? Well, we've spent over £106 billion and we could get to Birmingham slightly faster. Fuck off, fuck off, fuck off. I'm not suggesting that Boris Johnson, that defrosted lump of pork mince wrapped in rapey pubes. That's not sexual assault if you're posh. Calm down, Nick Grimshaw. I'm telling you, as long as you're posh, you can assault who you want. I'm not suggesting it's easy to balance the books, but surely even Joey Essex, after an assault with a claw hammer on his head, would be able to compute that £106 billion to save a few minutes on a journey to Birmingham is fucking ridiculous. How does that help most people who live in the UK? Do you really believe people in Cornwall are going, but I'm just so happy that up in the main city, people will be more connected? Perhaps by the year 2030, they'll be able to build some sort of tunnel so I can get to Falmouth to wank off my cousin. No, obviously not. And listen, I'm from the southeast, but why the focus on one throbbing rod going up the country? What are you scared of? That the people of Manchester and Sheffield might talk to each other? If Orwick didn't have fucking Peak District in where we could communicate with Manchester. No, northern peasants. Northern peasants, calm down. It is forbidden for the different tribes to speak with each other. You, the Manchurian. Sorry, master. I just thought it would be interesting to speak to someone from fucking Sheffield and that. And indeed, your enthusiasm for trade is to be encouraged, but you must do so with your imperial masters in London. Now back to your factory, peasant. Back you go. And thirdly, the biggest load of bollocks of all, this thing might not even be finished for 10, 20 years. Wake up! Do you really believe any of us will even be leaving our fucking houses to go to work in 20 years? We'll have Facebook in one eye, Twitter in the other, and TikTok inserted in our shitters. We'll just fart and we'll be able to complete an Excel spreadsheet. There'll be no reason for people from Birmingham to go to London. Spend a fraction of that money improving what's there already, and I don't know, spend the rest on hospitals, just a random suggestion. Do you honestly think some granny aged 80 is lying in the hallway of a hospital on a trolley going, I love powdered egg and fruit. Oh dear, my hip appears to become infected and there's a mushroom growing out of it and the coronavirus has spontaneously appeared in my lung. But there's no need to be negative because in 20 years, after I'm dead and everything, people will be able to get to Birmingham slightly faster. 106 billion. Countryside digging up, species hating, money wasting, backhanding to your posh mates, twats. Can't help speculating there's a little bit of corruption involved. I think it's worth continuing the HS2 project, and it's not just because my cousin Hugh Barrington Brownlow Smythe was on the former board of directors and he's now doing the review to decide whether it continues. That's nothing to do with it. I think it'd be really good for the country, for people who live in Hamingham. How do you say it? Birmingham. Whatever it is, the northern one where the smelly people live. We need to get there quicker. 20 fucking minutes quicker to Birmingham. 20 fucking minutes!